Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a bonus love reading for my dearest Scorpios. This is just a huge thank you for showing my channel so much love and support over this past week. And this is a different type of reading, so if you do enjoy the format, please let me know, or if it's something you would like to see more of. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what clear messages, advice, and guidance come through for my lovely Scorpios, please. What's going on in your love life this upcoming week? All right, so we have the Six of Swords in reverse, all right. So your person, this could be somebody who's either stuck on you, Scorpio, or it could be somebody who's coming back to you in some capacity. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be an ex, okay? It feels like, it could be somebody that, you used to work with who's coming back to the office, maybe after a time of leave, or, getting rehired or something like that, or transferred. It could be somebody who's moving back to your neighborhood, your city, your state, your country, whatever it might be. And of course, some of you, it could be an ex. We have the Eight of Wands, so they're definitely going to be communicating with you. And how this is going to make you feel, we have the Chariot card in reverse, okay? So you might be feeling a little bit guarded or a little bit cautious here. And we see the Four of Swords in reverse, your person. Some of you, you've had an ending with this person. Some of you, this person has had a painful ending, and that's what's bringing them back to you. Of course, it could be a family matter. It could be another relationship. It could be that they lost a job. I'm not so sure that it's necessarily they're coming back to you in any sort of opportunistic energy here, Scorpio. But I do feel like this is somebody that, even if they know there's a little bit of conflict here, they do want to fight for this. Okay, and they're definitely going to be communicating. This person does not want to miss an opportunity with you, or does not want to let you go or let this go. But my Scorpios, how you're feeling, Chariot card in reverse, you could be feeling a bit guarded or not so sure. So let's see. The Six of Swords in reverse. This person is definitely restless to see you. I do think you're going to be getting clear, honest communication, direct communication from this person. It might seem a little bit abrupt. They could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag. And with the King of Wands, this person is definitely like all eyes on you, Scorpio. It's like they only have eyes for you. They could be a Leo in particular, or have Leo qualities, but they're honest, they're forward, they're direct. They hold a torch for you. This person is very wildly attracted to you. And yet they're not going to hold back anymore. They want to work things out. They see you as compatible, or they just want to get on the same page with you here, Scorpio. So their actions here are the Eight of Wands, a lot of focused intention on you, a lot of communication, trying to manifest you. And you can see this person holding on. Okay, so somebody who doesn't want to let this go, doesn't want to let you go. Now the Six of Cups, they might bring up a little bit of the past. They might try to, pull you in. I'm not saying that they're necessarily going to guilt trip you or something like that. But they may come in with a sensitive, even melancholy communication. Although I don't think that's all it's going to be, but whatever they are going to say, they are going to try to tug on your heartstrings here, Scorpio. And we have the Ten of Wands. Yep, some of you, they're going to tell you they really regret moving or being pulled apart or walking away from you, or like they might tell you that, I think this person's going to try to go deep with you, Scorpio, about why things happened the way they did. Some of you, they're going to be telling you if they experience some sort of personal loss. And again, I don't think that's manipulative. I think they're going to be opening up to you about, having, what they've been through, how it has been like a heavy, it's been a heavy cycle. It's been a really heavy period for them. And with the Chariot card here, some of you, some of my Scorpios, you're not going to jump at this. All right, with the Chariot card, some of you, you're going to feel like what's done is done. Okay, some of you are going to feel this is a missed opportunity. Some of you might be a little bit worried that you're being manipulated here. All right, so I do think you're going to stop and pause and take your time to look at what they're communicating, how they're coming towards you. And you're gonna do that introspection as well. Yep, some of you, this person might communicate and you might leave them on red for a bit. You know, it might take you by surprise, or you might kind of make them wait. Some of you, you don't want to react or push forward here because you do want to avoid disaster. You want to be really sure. And we see the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you really want to be sure if this is something you want to bring into balance, or if this can be a balanced situation, or, you know, is this what you're really looking for? So I definitely see my Scorpios here not rushing into anything, really processing their communication, and taking your time to respond. With the Knight of Pentacles, though, I do feel like slow and steady wins the race. So I don't see you completely writing this person off. Although some of you, maybe you feel like you've already had to turn your back to this person. So again, like, why are they coming in right now? You know, or, you know, I've worked really hard to move on here, to plant new seeds, you know, I've dealt with like loneliness. I've been working really hard, but you do feel like there's unfinished business here. But with the Page of Cups there in reverse, some of you, you're just like not fully trusting this. All right. And I feel like that's in true Scorpio fashion. You know, yours truly, I'm a Scorpio moon. You know, we don't always trust, you know, people and situations at face value, especially if there has been some sort of disappointment, or some sort of disappointment there in the past. So, all right, regardless, you are getting some pretty heavy emotional communication coming in from this person about wanting to, you know, make things right with you, or wanting to, you know, give this a shot. So let's see what my mantras are for my Scorpios this week that will be really helpful for them. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So for some of you, this person has experienced some sort of loss, and that might be what's sort of taken them away from you, or like pulled them away. But for others of my Scorpios, this person, you know, they're burdened by having hurt you or disappointed you in the past. And I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So I definitely feel like this person fears losing you. But then some of my Scorpios, you're also going to be really taking a look at what this person's absence has really meant for you. And, you know, how much you do you appreciate them? You know, is this someone that you want to have back into your life? All right. And we see regret. I know that I cannot change the past. So, you know, if there's guilt or shame keeping you stuck here, you know, take a look at that. Take a look at why that is. Do you have regrets here? But also knowing, okay, the past can't be changed, but can it be healed? Can we move past what has happened? You know, is that a possibility? And perseverance. And I love that this is coming through here for you, right, with this Knight of Pentacles, because I feel like that's the energy my Scorpio's in. You've really persevered here to heal, maybe to focus on your finances, your health, but also feeling, you know, disappointed in this situation or this person. And so Spirit's saying, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So Scorpios, your mantra, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to, is telling about this week coming up for you. You know, are you determined to continue moving past this situation, leave this in the past? Or are you determined to work on things with this person, even though knowing that there may be some challenges, there may be some, you know, heavy bits of healing that need to take place? Okay, Scorpios, so let's go ahead and, all right, you get resolving conflict. All right, so these are your messages and your advice for this upcoming week. So take a look at this image, have a moment, okay? Resolving conflict. So for a lot of you, that's what this person is coming in to do. And again, it's about, do you want to do that as well? Do you want to put in this effort? So misunderstandings, disagreements, arguments, and conflict can be very distressing in relationships, especially with someone you really love. Whether we like it or not, conflict does occur, even between people who are extremely compatible. For most people, it's not possible to completely avoid conflict in a relationship. So what is the solution? Conflict actually presents an amazing opportunity. When a disagreement or misunderstanding arises, it's offering you a wonderful chance to understand yourself, your partner, and both your communication styles more clearly. When you become curt or angry with each other, what you're really saying is, I don't feel listened to, or I don't feel like you care about what I think or what I want. The real reason conflict arises is because someone feels afraid or hurt. Fear of not having our needs met and the hurt we experience when our feelings are seemingly overlooked are the most common reasons for attacking another while defending ourselves. You have drawn this card today because healing your fear of any type of conflict will benefit the quality of your future and existing relationships. Being human means that you will occasionally experience conflict, whether you see yourself as the passive or aggressive one, the victim or the perpetrator. It doesn't matter which side you're on. It's a dynamic we all experience on occasion. Next time you find yourself in a disagreement with someone, don't run away, ignore it, or become aggressive. Embrace the opportunity to understand them, yourself, and the situation more clearly. The key to unlocking the grip of conflict and shifting the conversation to a healing level is asking, what do you really mean by that? It is non-confrontational and open while creating a space for people to express themselves truthfully and discover the real issue. Asking this question in a calm manner makes it clear that you genuinely want to know. When you ask, what do you really mean by that? Your supposed adversary will begin to understand that you do care and that resolution, healing, and mutual satisfaction are possible. All right, Scorpios, I'm going to leave you with that. Sending you so much love and light. Take care.